questions I ask the questions I need to ask. You hear me? You gonna ask them?
This is the app as it looked in 2016 when Jason Nelson was driving through Uber. This is the drive route, right? Yes. He remembers seeing a symbol of the Eastern Star and started this one. You're talking Eastern Star like the sun. You know, Jason Nelson talks about the Eastern Star. Yes. I think this is the Eastern Star. It's a hexagon. I mean, it is a hexagon. Because this part, I think, really looks like the Eastern Star. These are stars, right? They're triangles.
Well, the hope coach was that these Florida showers would have passed through by now, but it looks like we're in for a wet one tonight at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. This is Morris. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Probably a bit of a surprise call there on first down, but how about a tone setter for the drive? Picking up nice yardage, but the big man setting the tone physically.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On 2nd down, Minshew. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
That boy got Minshew back now.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Off play action, it's Minshew. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Out of the gun is Minshew. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
For that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Jones has it. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Again, Minshew looking to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers. You're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
25 yards there on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. It's complete. It's Miller. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 13-yard line. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right?
Oh
so
my
now you get them
God.
back.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 13-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Student of the game, baby.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
You teach when you win, you teach when you lose.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Ryan to throw.
Oh,
this is taken in. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Looking deep for Julio. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. From the gun, Minshew to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25.
37 yards, that's it, brother.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
5-2, the Mike 5-2,
2nd and 5. And this is caught by Evans. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I wish they made one with an HDMI.
Flush to his right.
Man.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. In on the stop, Vernon Hargraves. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Ryan.
Oh, come on.
And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, Ryan. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get on the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, and they'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. He's going to look deep down the field.
Oh, what a fucking
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
21.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Oh, battle for it here, and this will be caught. 23 yards, the final tally. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll try and run with their fullback. And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 yards there, first down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Escaping the pressure, nowhere to go. Here he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
all these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's got Evans. He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch. Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number. On 1st down, here's Breida. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he cuts it out right. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Matt Breida, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Yep.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. To throw again is Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by M.J. Stewart. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his target. It's Evans. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. O.J. Howard, 53 yards, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes the score 21-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Credit the sack to Vita Vea. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action. It's Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football, we're not seeing it right now. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out. And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series? Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit. Now Ryan on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion. Kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again. Ryan. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 15 yards on the play. First down. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half. Yeah, and now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing's... And a big loss here as he's taken down. I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there. And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Oh, who's that? Ian.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some time.
See what happens. They'll find Miller. That's complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Gay knocks this one through. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season, as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Airing this one out. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 71 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post-grab?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense. First time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. 3rd down here. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Ready to go.
On 3rd down, Ryan looking deep downfield. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 38.
Okay, partner, No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Matt Breida out of the backfield, but it'll be second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On the delay, here's Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Airing this one out for Evans. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Well, they frustrated these receivers tonight, really held down the passing game, but there got the penalty.
Fine line between aggressive, good coverage, and interference, and they crossed it on that play.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Now that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he pushed it right. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded at the goal line. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Yeah, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Now a play fake here on first down. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Dale Buchanan. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. And the ball is knocked out, and the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea, his second sack of the night.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Hey, Delta.
Play action. Ryan. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter what this man is. There's a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right at the 35. 51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Vic Beasley making it look easy, cruising in for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 43 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
No. No. Fuck. No, that was a pump
fake. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And now a shot into coverage downfield is complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
What you mean?
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Ryan. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Crazy down here in Tampa tonight.
So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Here we go. Here we go.
2nd and 9 now. They'll get this into the hands of Breida. Give him 2 yards on that play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Back to throw here. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. This quarterback now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Gay's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
About About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off play action, it's Minshew. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Levante David. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
They should save themselves the embarrassment. What? I'm just saying.
So that's what you, when I be getting my ass whipped?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
This is Breida. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Ryan, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. A 1st down carry for Smith, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside.
And now here's another interception. Picked off inside the 10. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit.
It got his man complete. He's at the 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. 92 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too... And my goodness, another interception. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. They give it and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Vic Beasley able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. They'll set up to throw. The catch made by Miller. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
You still recording this?
Yeah, what's up, man?
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is going to be intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Ryan. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that. And that's caught inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
Yeah, bro.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. The Bucs on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. He'll drop to throw. He's got room to run past the 20. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they will finally get him down to the 27-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. First down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 45 yards. He'll look to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field.
Got your ass. What?